Hey, welcome once again to another edition of Rockin' Comics. I'm Zach.
I'm Amy.
I had problems with the word edition and episode.
Edisivode?
Yes. Epition.
Epition.
So anyway, we're going to go over this week's comics, pick a Rockin' Comic, actually pick two Rockin' Comics of the week. Amy's Awesome Stuff, kind of a semi-new feature, new name anyway. Edited name for video. Sorry,
Family
kids.
friendly.
Yes. The unedited is in the podcast.
In the doodly do.
Enjoy that. And then whatever else we feel like talking about before we wrap it up. Sound good?
Sounds awesome.
Let's get to it. I didn't have a lot on my pull list this week. Basically, Batman, Alpha Flight #1, the miniseries, and Avengers Fear Itself. For me, what's your take on Batman?
Batman was okay. Nothing fantastic.
I'll give you that. I kind of agree. My favorite part is seeing the Riddler in there, because I haven't followed on what he's doing lately. And it was neat seeing him be kind of a guy with a stick poking stuff, causing trouble. Basically is what he was doing. As far as I can tell, and I liked that. You liked when Two-Face facepalmed his
raw side of his head.
His scarry side.
And I'm like, wouldn't you go, oh! Like, that's how I envisioned it would be if I were Two-Face.
That wouldn't look real good being a bad superhero. You know, bad supervillain. You couldn't even take your own palm to your face.
I just don't understand. I would think it hurts.
Okay. I would think at this point it probably scarred over a little bit. He's probably not as raw.
But it looks all oozy still. And he did, climb out of the earth like
That's
he was
true.
dead.
That's true. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You have a valid
confused.
point. You have a valid point. All I can say.
I can't imagine it would feel very good.
No.
That's all.
So we both feel kind of meh. That's what we say on Batman this week. Sorry, Batman. Batman issue number 711. So, Alpha Flight #1, I was really looking forward to, and it was good. I'm giving it a good rating. It's not my Rockin' Comic of the Week, but from an action standpoint, a story standpoint, and an art standpoint, I give it solid 7s and 8s. I think it was, I'll give it 7.5.
Wow.
On all of those. I was pretty happy with it. You, on the other hand...
I don't know. I wasn't feeling it that well.
Okay.
Meh. It was another meh.
Meh. Like I said, comics for me, like I said, such a visual medium. If I'm hooked visually, I'm into it, and I got into Alpha Flight, and I'm probably sound ridiculous, and I don't care. I liked Guardian's costume when John Byrne drew it, and that's what I was like. That's kind of cool. It's red and white and a little maple leaf. See, it's a maple leaf, and I really liked it. So I still like it, and I'm a fan of Alpha Flight to this day because of that. So John Byrne, thank you, and there you go. So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
But not my Rockin' Comic of the Week. My Rockin' Comic of the Week, based on art, story, and action, Avengers #14, the Fear Itself tie-in. I loved it. I really, really did. I started sketchy on it because Bendis did his little box
narrative
panels. His past tense narrative panels, which are neat, but I was like, oh god, here we go again. By page 3, I was hooked in it. Boom, front to back. Tells a really good story about the Red Hulk. I actually give a crap about the Red Hulk in this story because of it, and I really, really liked it. This is, without a doubt, for me, the Rockin' Comic of the Week, and I was a fan. What did you think of it?
I liked it.
Okay, good.
I'm not going to say my Rockin' Comic of the Week.
No, and that's fine.
But I did like it.
Good.
I felt the same way when I started reading it. I was like, didn't we just do this?
Yes, we did.
And I'm like, oh, are we going to have Spider-Man sipping Yoo-Hoo again? Because I'm okay with that if we do.
Right.
But I feel like we just did this.
We kind of did.
And then it changed up within a couple pages, I think.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then from that point on, it was really good.
Right. And I will say John Romita Jr., for me, his art is hit or miss because I think he does certain characters really well, the bigger ones, and luckily, the Thing with the Hammer, Red Hulk, and giant Nazi robots he did, and I thought the whole book looked fantastic. So, for me, that's my Rockin' Comic of the Week. However, Amy's Rockin' Comic of the Week is my very close second.
Very close second.
Very close second.
This was your random pick of the week.
Yes.
And it's, I remember looking at in the back of probably, what's the other Image comic that we've been getting?
Probably in,
it wasn't Super Dinosaur.
Are you sure?
No, it was before that.
I don't know that.
I can't remember. But it's an Image comic, which does Super Dinosaur, and I think, are they the ones doing that, the one with the zombie frogs?
No.
that it?
No, that's someone
Now I
different.
can't remember what it was. I guess it's not important.
Not important.
They do some other stuff.
They do other books.
Super Dinosaur is really the most important one. Though the Science Dog one, I kind of was a fan of the Science Dog. It's called Non-Player.
Yes.
This is my Rackin' Comic of the Week. Though I had to read it twice. Because the first time through, you're a little bit like, ooh, it's really pretty art, and the story is cool, but wait, what? I'm confused. So then the second time you read it through, it makes more sense, and it's far more enjoyable the second time. It's based in a video game.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of. And it looks like a video game to me. The art looks, which the guys that wrote and drew this, I think he wrote and drew it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got his start in video games, so that's why it looks very much like this could be video game art. It absolutely could.
The quality's really good. Like, I picked it up on a whim because I liked the cover because there's a giant dinosaur on the front and a dude riding it with a shield and a mask, and there's nothing I don't like about that art. So thumbs up to Nate Simpson.
Nate Simpson.
Very good job.
Fantastic.
My only minus on this is it took him a year to do it, so issue 2 he said would take him 6 to 8 months. So hurry up, Nate!
You know, this would have been one of those that might have been better to have worked on for however long and then put out a book. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he didn't want to work on it and work on it and work on it and not know what kind of return he was going to get.
Right.
But, God, that's a long time between issues.
I will say, though, and he even says, he goes, it was his first comic,
Right.
and he was able to do it till he was satisfied with it and didn't feel like he had to rush just to meet a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to respect that. However, let's pick up the pace a little bit, Nate, because we liked it.
Tiny bit.
That's why.
Yeah.
If we didn't like it, we'd be like, whatever, take as long as you want.
You know what? If it blows up, he can probably get a couple of assistants on board and start rocking this out.
Right. But I'm a fan. So like I said,
I mean, look at this. It's just gorgeous.
it's pretty.
Can you see it?
It's pretty.
Ooh, and I like this on the back. It's a queen card, and it's got the character, and then her gaming character on the other side. I just thought that was clever. I mean, just every single page of this, I am a fan from an artistic standpoint. The story was great.
Yeah.
As a gamer, maybe that's why I like that one more. I'm coming at it from that gamer aspect.
Fair enough.
I just love it.
There you go.
That's my Rockin' Comic.
You can't go wrong with either one in my book. Seriously, 2 Rockin' Comics this week, all based on art, story, and action. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Mm-mm.
So
there you go.
Let's move on to our new feature. Well, at least it's got a new name. Amy's Awesome Stuff.
We need like a theme song.
We do. I'm working on that, actually.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not for that yet, but I will now. It's on the list.
It's Amy's Awesome Stuff. Theme song.
On the list of many things to get fixed here.
We're doing anime this week.
Yay!
We're going to focus. We've mentioned anime a couple times before, like talking about manga and talking about some other stuff. This week it's our focus.
Yes.
Probably going to focus on it next week, too.
Nice.
This week I'm going to say, if you've never done anime before, or maybe you've done some of it and you're just not that thrilled, like maybe your exposure to anime is what's on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad stuff, because there's plenty of things that have been on Adult Swim that I love.
Right.
But if that's all you've been exposed to, if you think that it's all Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z and, you know, Speed Racer or... God bless Speed Racer, to tell you the truth.
I love me some Speed Racer. That's not what you're talking about
No,
today, though. But
that's not what we're talking about.
we might have to do an entire episode just on Speed Racer. But
this week, Hayao Miyazaki is the director, writer. He's been involved in a whole bunch of stuff. He is the co-owner of Studio Ghibli. And the kind of core Miyazaki films are including My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, Castle in the Sky, Mononoke, Princess Mononoke. Look, I caught myself. Princess Mononoke or Mononoke Hime.
whatever.
Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and I left out Porco Rosso and Ponyo.
Yep.
Several of the last ones there have been re-released by Disney over here in the States, which I think that they kind of have. I think they kind of have the rights to Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service too, because I remember having seen Kiki on Disney Channel way back in the day.
Okay.
So I think that there's some kind of a deal there, which is kind of funny because Miyazaki's kind of considered the Japanese Walt Disney.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
And rightfully so.
Yes.
I mean, almost every movie you brought up, I've personally seen and am a huge fan of.
Right. there's not a single one of his movies that I've seen that I don't like. Even, some of the stuff that skews a little bit younger, like Totoro or Kiki's Delivery Service. I adore Kiki's Delivery Service.
And I like My Neighbor Totoro. Love it.
Who doesn't like Totoro?
It's an awesome flick, and on the surface they do appear maybe juvenile, but that's seriously
Not it.
Just on the surface.
Yeah.
There's so much more to the story and style and art and artistry of those movies. They're fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous movies.
And it's, you say kids' movies, and kids can absolutely watch them and enjoy them.
Yep.
But they're going to be probably coming at it from a different place than adults are. And this is not like when Disney makes a movie and say, oh, there's jokes for kids and adults. It's not like that.
No.
It's that it's like an onion. There's layers to it. And you peel
Yes.
back the layers. And see, I'm getting all allegorical.
Getting all Shreky.
Yeah.
Shrek was an onion.
You pull back all these layers.
And an ogre's in the middle.
And there's an ogre. No.
Wait, no.
Princess Wolf?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a wolf princess
Spirited
who gets sucked into a spirit bathhouse. And
The moving castle?
It is a witch delivering messages in mail.
With cat bus.
With a cat bus.
And
most
people
of that.
out there that have never seen any of this are like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Most of that actually means something. Oddly enough.
It's a reference to about 6 of those.
See one and you'll go, oh, cat bus.
I get the cat bus.
There it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Totoro actually is kind of, he's in their Studio Ghibli logo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Totoro is huge. He's one of those iconic characters like Hello Kitty, basically.
Yeah.
Probably slightly less so because Hello Kitty's big over here.
Yeah.
We're not like huge Totoro fans over here, but
Should
it's
be.
that iconic level, like Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Just drawing that comparison some more.
And it's a good one.
It's just fantastic stuff from top to bottom, from the story to the art, just and the animation level, the detail that's put into the animation. It's just phenomenal stuff. If maybe you're into anime and you haven't seen it yet, well, shame on you. Go watch it.
What she said.
If you aren't into anime yet, and maybe you don't want to kind of get into it because you have this, impression of what it is based on a lot of the popular stuff that is out there, pick something up from Miyazaki. You won't be disappointed.
Nope.
It's just good stuff.
Absolutely.
And I've watched most of my stuff in with subtitles, but they have really good dubs too. So if you're not into subtitles, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get enjoyment out of it. You probably watched the dubs, right?
Watch the dubs,
Yep.
the English versions, and they're amazing. They're
Yep.
really good. So go stop it and go get them.
Yep.
Go watch them
Now,
now. So,
So,
you want to
yeah.
wrap up with a quick wish list?
let's do our wish list.
All right, your wish list.
Mine is Young Justice, I think 0 and number 1 that
Yeah.
has come out. They're based off of the cartoon show that is on
Mhm.
Cartoon Network.
Yep.
That's my wish list.
Mine is almost as small. I want all 52 of the number ones coming out in September. That's my wish list. And here's why. I've been looking over the list going,
That one. Want that one. Want
so
that one.
I want them all. Maybe even issue 2 of all 52 so I can go, okay, this one's a keeper, this one's not for me, this one I hate. I want to be able to judge on my own and not take anyone else's opinion. So that's my wish list. All 52 number ones coming out in September from DC. Thank you.
Do you want to put your address in the
Maybe. Maybe. Email me at rockandcomics@gmail.com and we can talk. We'll talk. We'll do that.
Hello, DC. Are you watching?
So you are really? You're as surprised as I am.
Nice.
I'll take a bundled package. I don't even have to get them the day they come out. If you want to wait and send them to me later, that's cool. I'm fine with that. So, there you go.
Right.
That's this episode, or what do we call it? A dipisode?
A dispis? Yeah.
A dipis? Watch what you say. A dipisode. That's it for Rockin' Comics this week. We'll be back next week to do it again. I'm Zach.
I'm Amy.
Later.
Bye.